to a different conversation. We are back in our seats. We are back on your screens. We are back. And of course, I got my guys. I got Wolfie. I got Kem. Of course, I'm Thomas Saxby, and we are just going to talk about it all today. But first and foremost, I want to hear about how you guys are doing. How's it going? Let us know. We need some updates.
Kem, how you doing today?
Oh man, I'm fucking awesome. I don't know if I made it past the first 30 seconds, but I will say I am fucking awesome. I hope everybody else is great as well. You know, man, if you guys have been checking out any of the content, man, I've been kind of talking about the weather, man. And last night we were supposed to get together, fellas, and the weather kind of, you know what I mean, restricted us from being able to do that, you know, dealing with the fake, you know, upstate snowstorms, or East Coast snowstorms, I should say. But other than that, man, everything has been great, man. Looking forward to NBA. You know, that's all we got right now, so I get to dig deep into that. Just got out of the holiday for the lovers, you know what I mean? And now just waiting for the rest of the year, man, you know what I mean? Shucking and jiving. How about you?
That's a good call. It's a good call. I agree with you, too. And you know what it is? I will say one thing. Usually I'm one of the people that's like, I'm pissed that time's going by fast. But I feel like the year's flown pretty well. Like, all right, spring's less than a month away. We just had the Super Bowl wrap up. Congratulations, Sax. Like you said, NBA playoffs coming up. Hockey's coming up. Baseball. I feel like we just ended baseball, and it's right around the corner. Daytona 500's here today. And not even just sports, but just like I said, the weather's getting a little bit nicer around the corner. Like, once we get past these, like, like a February snowstorm kind of style, like, we're going to get into March. You know, flowers are coming out, birds are chirping. So, you know, I'm doing good. I can't complain right now. Could be worse.
Yeah, man, listen, like, I'm smoking on that groundhog pack. Like, as soon as that groundhog came out of his little asshole and said that, you know, it's going to be 6 more weeks of winter, I done killed that motherfucker and rolled him up and smoked him in a fucking blunt. No, but, listen, man, I'm just going to say it now. I hate the winter. I know you guys were, you know, iffy about your whole opinions on the winter, but me, I full-blown hate this shit. The roads being icy, the snow, just everything left and right getting canceled. You know, there's no more football, there's no baseball right now. We just got basketball, and that's okay. But like, it's just when it's All-Star Week, and the All-Star Week isn't that entertaining anymore, and I'm just losing my mind because there's nothing to watch. But like Wolfie said, you got the Daytona 500 at least. But overall, man, I don't know. It's just it's something about winters, you know, makes me a little bit more depressed, makes me a little bit more in my shell. I cannot wait till those birds are chirping. I cannot wait till baseball is being played. I cannot wait till the basketball playoffs. I just can't wait. You're gonna probably see a different, more excited, ecstatic me in the spring.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Winters are gonna make me leave New York. I think it's just.
Dude, you're more than halfway there, though. Like, even February. Dude, even look at February. It's the 16th.
I know, and you know what,
we're almost there.
I thought about that, like, last night, because I was driving in the snow. I'm like, you know, fuck this shit. But then I was like, you know what, it's almost over. But then I wake up today, look out the window, it's not over at all.
That's true. Still got a little bit of ways.
Yes.
Like, bro, I wanna walk out on my deck in my boxers and sandals already, you know, drinking a beer or some shit. I don't want to, like, you know, have to bundle all up and hope I don't slip and fall and break my back. You know, it's just...
Dude, that's the thing. It's not even the snow, it's the ice.
Yeah.
It's the ice.
It's come back.
Because no matter... You have to, like, buy so many bags of rock salt just to get your ass through the winter if you, like, actually want your sidewalk not to be fucking filled with ice.
Yep.
And don't have new concrete where you can't use ice. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You got to use the sawdust or whatever. My brother lives up in Saratoga, man, and you know what I mean? He's like, he don't even want to come outside, you know, because it's different. You know what I mean? We haven't had one of these in a while up here. You know what I mean? Speaking about the ice and everything like that, it's always what it is.
Usually it's really cold, abnormal. But like this is the first winter I can remember in a few years where it's been like just snow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you know what it is, too, Sax? I know you're not 30 yet. I just turned 30 last December.
Congrats.
And I will say one thing. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I will say one thing.
You're old as fuck.
I knew he was gonna say some shit. I knew he was gonna say some shit.
When you like get like even it doesn't even have to be 30, but once you like get into your 20s and a little bit older, like you mentioned the rock salt, bro. When I was like 18, 19, it's like 16, whatever. Like in my teens, like if you fell, quick get back up. Bro, if I fall on the ice, I'm done for like a week. like I'm out of commission.
No, that's what I was. So yeah, I mean, I'm not 30, but I'm 26. But fucking, I pulled my back really bad like 4 weeks ago, and I could finally say like today that it just like I'm finally not hurting from that anymore. But what extended it was that like I went outside to take out the trash, and you know I'm looking ridiculous. I got like pajamas on. I got like whatever shoes I found, a big ass coat. But, like, I got to the second step, then I slipped and fell right on my back again. And I just, like, I was just laying there. I was like, God damn it. I hate it here. And then there's this cat on this other just windowsill just fucking staring at me. like, it was bad, man.
Rough start of the day.
Yeah, back injuries, being this fine age. But what is it like as a farmer during the winter? Like, is it literally just making sure the snow doesn't ruin stuff, or? So
we actually do like anytime there's snow, we do snow removal. So we either do like plowing at the farm. My boss actually does his house plus like 5 houses in his like general like area, like clean up the neighbors. We do it at my house too, the other boss's house. So we actually do clean up our places plus like a lot of other houses.
Just if it's not like busy.
Yeah, but if it's not crazy blizzard conditions, we can still go out there and prune. If it's like blizzard, not only can you not see, but then you get like, I mean, you're looking up, you can't have the snow coming in your face like that. Even if you have glasses on, like you can't see. But we don't really get those too much, so if it's too bad, we'll usually just plow out, maybe call it half a day. Or if it was like, I think last Wednesday was like a couple inches, we just plowed out and then went back into the fields. So it's not that bad, and a lot of the times around here, like when it snows during the day, it's really like not that cold. Like we've been getting a lot of storms where it's right at the edge of freezing. So like that's the thing. Like when it snows and the sun comes out and the sun's reflecting off of the snow, like it's actually not that cold out there. So like you would think it'd be like crappy to be out there. It's really only like a day like tomorrow where it's gonna be 50-mile-an-hour winds and cold. That's what sucks about the winter. So when you actually think of like snow and farming, it's not as bad as you think. It's when it's the temperature that's the bad thing. Like, bro, I'll actually take walking in 6 inches of snow, pruning with the sun out, than no snow on the ground and 20 degrees with 20-mile-an-hour winds. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like sometimes the snow is actually a benefit. I'll actually say that. You wouldn't think it, but it is.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense exactly with the way you just explained it to with the sun, because that's what I hunt. You know what I mean? In the snow anyway is the sun. So at the end of the day, that makes all sense in the world.
Yeah, exactly. I'll take that. Yeah, the sun matters all the time, and even if it's like lightly snowing, as long as it's not cold, it's just the cold that does it, man, and the wind.
Yeah.
But on a day like today, I'm going out. I mean, if it wasn't windy anymore. But I mean, if it's snowing like later this week, I don't mind.
Hell yeah. How's your guys' 2025 going so far?
Shit, mine's going great, man. You can see behind me, man. I came home to a bunch of balloons I can't get rid of left, but I love them. You know what I mean? Real quick, me and the wife, man, on 8 years. Nice. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, man,
congratulations.
Yeah, man, she kind of remixed something that I did for her when we first met. So it's like, you know what I mean, kind of thing. Came home, had a bunch of stuff, you know what I mean, kind of after I got off work. So that's a kind of a telltale of how my year's going. You know what I'm saying? So I'm only good, you know, want to stay steady and going up. You know what I mean? I just want to say something real quick. So I want to tell you something that we've implemented in our lives, right? Because we live in the great Northeast, and I know that your job is year round because you're actually farming and everything like that. But I promise, one of the things that actually does help with the mental a little bit for me is, you know, Tom, I don't know if you know, we go away for a week every year. You know what I mean? During the winter time, even if it's not a week. You know what I mean? By the grace of God, you know what I mean? A week can be afforded at times, but get away for a couple of days to somewhere warm where it totally changes my psyche. You know what I mean? Because of the weather. At first, it was like a shock to me, and I didn't like coming back at all, and I was like angry at work. But then I adjusted to like having that reprieve of what we go through. And you know what I mean? The great thing is we do get the 4 seasons where a lot of places don't, you know what I mean? But it is good to try to get away. That's the only thing I would say about that. But other than that, man, my year's going great. I just wanted to say that as we were talking about the winter.
No, that's definitely good. I probably should have planned a little trip.
Yeah, man. Just, even if it's a couple of, yeah, man. Even if it's
I'm
a
out
weekend
here
or some
just
shit. Yeah, man. Get that.
I'm just grumpy, you know, like the winter just has me grumpy
No
as shit. So
yeah, you're completely right. I usually try to do that too, where I plan one every winter. This was the only one I didn't actually had more of like people come here than me go away, but I do try to do that, and that's actually why my year's going pretty good too. Not to cut you off, Sax, I'm sorry, but
no, you're good.
This is one of those years where I feel like I kind of have like more of a game plan set up than other years, where it's like I already have like things I want to do in April, May, June, July, like events I want to go to, activities I want to, things I want to see, people I want to meet. Like every other year, I feel like the winter comes around and like weighs me down, and like I'm kind of struggling to get to the spring. Here, like I already said it, like even in my intro, it's like I'm like, wow, this year's going by fast. Like it's a month away. I feel like I have such a good game plan this year that I'm like more looking forward to it than other years.
That's always great.
Not that I'm never looking forward, but it's just good when you have a game plan set up.
Yeah, no, game planning is definitely the biggest thing. But Cam, I have a hopefully not too much of a personal question.
Sure.
Right. So you guys been together 8 years, right?
Yes.
I think you know where I'm going with this.
Okay.
Are there like, and I'm not trying to make an old joke, but like where you guys are at in your lives, is marriage on the table?
So, yes, in a non-traditional aspect. So I think in the way that we'll let the world into our conversations, it'll get personal. It's no way around that, right? So in a non-traditional sense, so in how we live our life, we are joined at the hip. You know what I mean? We've had the experiences throughout our lives, you know what I mean, to inform us to make the decisions with one another going forward as if we're married anyway. You know what I mean? Our financials, different things like that I will include you guys in. We're you know what I mean? We're tied to, those things are tied together. You know what I mean?
Right.
For, you know what I mean? Those different kind of things. We've been through that. I think the legalese of things is the same thing that you go through when you're tying someone to any of those things anyway. You know what I mean? As it pertains to marriage. Literally, you have to do the same things. Things have to be notarized. You know what I mean? Whatever you need to go through. I believe in. So for me, I'm not traditional in that sense. If it was something that she wanted to do, absolutely, we would do it at the drop of a hat. But it's not anything that either one of us, you know what I mean, through our experience in life is something
you guys are just kind of going with the flow, and
we're not going with the flow. We're tied in. I'm gonna be honest. No, we're not going with the flow.
Well, I want
to be clear.
I meant like as in like you guys are like joined at the hip, but like kind of like if those feelings come, you'll.
Yeah.
It's
not.
You know what I mean.
I want to hear what Wolf says.
I almost feel like putting it that way. It's like I feel like the feeling's already there. It's just that like it's almost like, and I actually agree with you that you don't yet, because I actually know a lot of people that are a little bit older and aren't, and I feel like especially nowadays it's almost more like it's actually more common practice than people might think. Like I actually kind of respect it in a way, because it's a different generation. It's a different ball game nowadays, man. Like it's really just about your feelings.
That you say right there, it's a different generation,
dude.
brother.
It's just how you go about it. Like I know people that aren't necessarily have that contract, but are more. You wouldn't even think they're married compared to people that aren't necessarily under that title, that love each other that much more, or that much more compatible, or just live their lives that much more closer. Like I almost feel like it's just a title nowadays that like I'm not saying like, dude, I agree with it if you do it, and if you don't, I don't. But like, it's like almost like a title to me nowadays. It's more about everything else that matters.
And then that's kind of the struggle that me and my fiance are currently having, because like, we wanted the beautiful moment of being engaged and all that, but like when it comes to marriage, we don't know if we want to like tie the knot or not. And it's like, it's nothing like bad, like we don't want to marry each other, but it's like you said, Wolfie, it's literally just a title. And it kind of goes into what you said as well, Kev, is like you guys have been together for 8 years. So me and her, like we've been together for 3 years, but it's like kind of feels like we're already, you know what I mean, married. Like everything is like conjoined and there, like, you know, as you guys know, like we have a kid, everything, you know, with that. Everything that we do is kind of like 1A, 1B. It's never like 1 and 2. So, but at the same time, it's like you know all the weird stuff that comes into marriage too, like when it comes to taxes and like all that, you know, other weird stuff. So we don't know if we want to like have a celebration and like fake get married and not really actually get married,
right?
Or you know actually go through with the whole thing. But it almost, I'm not saying it feels like a chore. I just like, I don't understand those people that have these big blowout celebrations.
Now I believe, so here's the thing, I believe in, so that's where the conundrum is for me. Like, so I believe in the big celebration that maybe people want to have to celebrate their love, but I don't believe there has to be any type of binding contract and shit like that, because the crazy thing about now, if they want that, now people want that, because it's kind of like what Wolf said, you know what I mean? And just to kind of have the conversation real quick, in all truth, it's really what Wolf said. There are a lot of people who live under the guise of that title and aren't really in love or doing married things anyway. You know what I mean? Then there are people who don't have that title. And you heard what I said when you first asked me how's my years going. I said my wife. Do you understand what I'm saying? I didn't say my girl. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you understand what I'm saying? That's how we live. You understand what I'm saying? And when thinking about the title in a, you know, in society, you know what I mean, as far as whatever things may go as far as it pertains, she's my cosign, I'm her cosign, we're still, you understand what I'm saying, as it pertains to anything legal, homes, cars, and everything, you know what I mean? Like, so at the end of the day, we're tied that way, you know what I mean? And we also do the things that are necessary so that, you know, should something happen, she's taken care of and I'm taken care of. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not, and when you do though, I think when you do it that way, when I lead with love. It's not about, I'm not looking, and that's the other thing. I think that we built together. You know, it wasn't about, you know, like my sum of parts and her sum of parts, and you know who's going to get what. I think what is also beautiful about what we have going, since you asked the question, is that there's been an actual process throughout it. You know what I mean? And throughout the process, you know what I mean, we've both grown in different areas, but together as well. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, because we're together, these things are happening for us. You know what I mean? And it's you know, and that's kind of what I can say. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't know. You shouldn't ask me that question, man. We could talk about that forever, because it's one of those things that it's totally about what someone believes. Now, I totally believe in traditionalism. If that was what she was raised in, and even though we were living how we're living, at some point, if it just hit her like, hey, we need to go down and do this, I'm going down there and do it. You know what I mean? It's just that simple.
And I kind of like the celebration.
I agree with you. My bad. Go ahead.
No, you go, Sax. You go. Go.
I mean, like, I didn't mean like I don't believe in the big celebration, as that I don't believe in celebrating the love on like a day. It's just like some of these people, they go like into crazy amounts of debt just to have like this, like, you know, really big, great wedding. And I don't know. I never felt like it needed to be that way. Like, because you're going to sit here and hopefully love that person every day after you get married. And it's like, you know, you see a lot of these marriages fall apart, like literally the day after the actual, you know, wedding. I don't know. It's a lot. Like marriage, it's like you guys say. It's like, it's so like, it's different today than how it was back then. But also, when it comes to the whole contract and thing, what I'll say is, like, when you go back on your ancestry, one of the biggest records that you'll find from your entire family is marriage records. So if that's, you know, of any, like, you know, value, if you care about that,
that's a good point.
Yep.
You know, I don't know if anybody cares.
I like that. So that's good. You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
We also have genealogy records.
I was going to say, I actually agree with both what you just said, so I'm glad you went before me too, Sax, is that I agree with what Kevin said with the celebration, and then with what you said with the cost of celebration. Now, I don't necessarily think they should even go hand in hand. I think it gets way blown out of proportion. I think it should just be some sort of festivity party celebration.
Like a huge-ass party, hell yeah.
Yeah, and even the thing with it, if you want to do the ring too, which I think is not a bad idea, you could do that too. But the thing also, I look at it is, which is why it's more important than the marriage, is that when a marriage happens, everybody remembers the wedding. They don't go up there with a pen and paper and sign a document in front of everybody. They tell their vows. They tell each other how much they love each other. Yeah. And to me, like, you could just take out the whole title wedding part and just have that or that celebration, and it'd be the same thing. So like that's why to me like, like I said, it is kind of just almost like an older thing, maybe like an old title kind of thing. Like, and if you like the tradition, man, I'm not against it at all, and I'm so for.
I'm about to drop a big question on you, Wolf.
What's up?
And like I said, I'm just asking you guys personal questions. My bad.
I have a feeling you know. I have a feeling. I think I know what you're gonna say.
Wolfie, do you want to get married?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something else.
What did you think? Wait, what did you think I was gonna say?
I thought you were gonna go like more into marriage about like last names and stuff like that, but I don't know why. Like, because I figured like, yeah, no, I'm like for it. Yeah. Like, yeah.
Do you see yourself getting married? Deep question. I know. I'm sorry.
Honestly, I don't see it as much as I did though, because I kind of feel like going more your route, where it's like you don't necessarily need to, and like it I could see it happening, but I could also see it not happen. It's so 50-50 at the moment, because even with like, I wish my brother was on this conversation because he's kind of in the same boat you are. He's been with his girl for a couple of years now, and like they've been fiance and this, that, and the other thing. But it's like I already view it as that, whether they've done it or not, and it's kind of like if it happens, cool. If it doesn't, like I wouldn't view them necessarily any differently.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Like I'm trying to formulate the.
I guess I still plan on it one day, but if it doesn't, I'm not necessarily against it.
Okay, that's a good opinion.
It's still in the cards.
Still. I like that. It's still in the cards.
Yeah, I still have it up the sleeve.
So let's take a big pivot here, Kim. Why don't you lead this segment? Let's talk about some music.
Man, so usually I do lead this segment, right? But I'd actually like to go last. I want to hear what you guys are actually listening to, knowing that it's been winter and we've been on the road a little bit more than we're probably used to. You know what I mean? Dealing with the snow and everything like that, and doing more riding. What are you guys listening to get you through?
Now, before Wolfie answers, I'll say this, man. And this is gonna sound really sad. This actually might make me sound psycho, bro.
Okay.
Like, you know how people say they need to listen to music when they like drive?
Okay.
Bro, my fucking in my car, it's called an infotainment center. The shit's broken, right?
Oh.
It's been broken for months, bro. Okay. I have silent car rides every time I drive unless I turn the music on my phone.
Oh, no. No. That's so
bad. Man.
I don't know if maybe that's why I'm going a little on the southern path during
We're picking it apart. Keep on talking. Yep.
Facts. I actually had the same problem 2 years ago. I had the touchscreen thing in my truck too. It would work, but if I touched something, it would change it. So I couldn't use it for like
I was being an idiot one day.
I had to fix that.
Yeah, I was being an idiot one day, and there was these two guys driving on the highway, but they were tailing each other like they were racing. So I wasn't tailing them, but my dumbass was keeping up with them just to see if some dumb shit would happen. And of course, stupid mistakes get you stupid prizes, because of course some dumb shit happened. So they crashed into each other, and I had to hit the brakes and go to the other lane as fast as I can, but I wasn't wearing my seatbelt, and my fat ass body moved forward and hit the screen and broke it. So it doesn't work at all. It's not even it just doesn't work. I get no music in my car, and it's been a year of that because I haven't wanted to take it to a shop and fix it yet. But it's been silent car rides every day.
All right. So outside of the car, what are we listening to then?
What are we listening to? Hold on, because bro, it's like I told you.
I don't remember.
when we were talking, my music taste has been all over the place lately. I'm still obviously listening to Future and J. Cole and Kendrick. The generic rap stuff. But then I got back into Flow Rider, bro. Flow Rider. I'm listening.
Oh, you still saying that? So you're not joking. You're back in the Flow Rider.
I'm not fucking kidding, Cam.
I've been trying to put that together, bro. Okay.
Bro, Flow Rider is a fucking jam, bro. And it's so I have a cleaning job. So as you guys know, I got promoted in my cleaning job to where during the day I'm out trying to sell, and then at night, I gotta supervise, make sure everything's good, and if people call out, I gotta clean. So when I'm cleaning, that's where I'm basically listening to most of my music. And listen, bro, Flow Rider will get you fucking moving that broom on the floor, brother. I'm just saying.
Okay. Nice.
It's just other shit like Red Wine. Like, come on, man. Like,
Not
that's
bad.
like a good
Lovely.
oldie. Like,
Mm-hmm.
just the two of us.
Not.
Oh my god, dude! I was actually gonna say that as one of my.
Bro, yeah,
songs
Frank
that I've been listening
Sinatra,
to.
Johnny Cash. Like, it's been a lot of shit. Like, I don't know, bro. I think right now I'm suffering from existential crisis or something, because it's everywhere, bro. And that's like most of the things that are going on right now. It's everywhere. It's out there. But oh yeah,
So-
Free Bird. I've been listening to Free Bird a lot for some reason.
I actually listened to some Leonard Skinner today too. It's funny. Like, I usually listen to a little bit of everything, but it seems like my main genre right now is like 70s, 80s, and 90s, which is usually my main genre. Usually 60s in there
The
too.
music
Actually,
is so
60s
beautiful,
to
man.
90s. Yeah, like 2000s to now is not as much. Like, don't get me wrong, I still like some stuff here and there, but I usually listen to a lot of 70s stuff. I'm trying to look up what I do is I usually go on YouTube. I have the premium and I do the My Mix, and it'll take all your songs together. And the other day I was listening to a lot of 80s music, like Hungry Eyes and what was that? Brown Eyed Girl. I know it's like weird. Like it literally like made this playlist of that because of that.
Okay.
But like I listen to a lot of Bill Withers too. As weird as it is, I get a lot of soundtracks from movies and video games from those eras. So, like, I like listening to a lot of that stuff. Trying to think, there's this one I listened to like 15 times the other day, and I literally can't remember it off the top of my head right now. But yeah, it's as weird as it is, I actually like a lot of funk music.
Okay.
I'm like into like a lot of funk music. I don't know what it is. That's a big genre for me. Like the Wrecking Ball Crew, that's the one I was thinking of. I was listening to a lot of their music the other day. That's like, as weird as it is, that's like my music. You Make Me Feel Like Dancing. For some reason, that song has been stuck in my head for so long. Like, I know, like, everybody thinks, like, farmer country music.
Back in the day.
Bro, like, that is my jam. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, that's been my playlist for at least the last month and a half.
Well, no, I mean, look, bro, I'll say, like, I remember as a kid, my parents blaring this fucking music on their radio. I always thought it was corny, but, like, now that I'm, like, older,
Earth, Wind,
brother,
and Fire.
like, music, like, the oldies music is just great. Like, back in the day music, like, trumps today's music. Like, it's night and day. It's not even fucking close, bro.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
But what are you listening to, Cam?
So right now it's kind of crazy. I've been all over the place because it's been all over the place. Trying to make sure I gauge my mood, keep my mood. You know, I've been listening to Erykah Badu. I've been listening to some Andre 3000, like all of his guest verses, like that he's done on like things. I've been listening to that. I've been going back to like Max B. He said Earth, Wind, and Fire. And then I've been getting into kind of what's going on with some of the new stuff. I kind of listened to some Larry June and 2 Chainz because it's a real chill vibe. Funky, kind of like what Wolfie's talking about. All the beats are like nice and funky and chill. Kind of keeping it chilled out, man. I also can't stop playing Meek Mill Cybertruck. I love that song. Even though I don't have a Cybertruck, I just love the way the beat goes. That shit's fire. But hey, man, and then I want to shout out. I mean, I know it's been kind of crazy, and people haven't been listening to too much Drake, but Drake came out with like a smooth R&B album with Party Next Door. You know what I mean? I listened to it a little bit to kind of try and whatever and shit, but it's kind of crazy.
I can't bring myself to listening to
and
Drake
then I'm gonna
like
tell you
anymore,
why
man.
too, bro. It's supposed to be like an R&B album, but he's kind of still talking about the rap shit, but singing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? He got like this one called "Give Me a Hug." A couple of it's a couple of them that are nice where you wanted to hear him rap again, but it's also like he's talking about the same shit that he just went through, and this is supposed to be like, you know what I mean? I just want to vibe out, my guy. You know what I mean? I don't care about that shit. Talk to the girls again. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
chill out. Yeah, man. Like,
Ken,
you know,
already bodied, dude. Like,
yeah, like just talk. Yeah, man, leave that shit alone, man. Talk to the girls. Get back to the vibes. You know what I mean? The summer is about. You know what I mean? Exactly like Wolf is saying. The spring is right around the corner. Get the vibes
and that's when Drake's in his prime, like giving us that warm weather music.
Yes, bro. Yes.
Honestly, that's why I'll always have his back, man. Because it's like I still love that kind of music that he makes.
Yeah, like come on,
bro. That might be why this winter is a little bit colder. We haven't been fucking getting no warm weather fucking Drake music, bro.
He said it. He said, "Man, I like the Drake that make me do this." You know what I'm saying? Like we all do. You know what I'm saying? We all do,
bro. We do. Man. We definitely do, man.
It's actually mad funny that you bring this up too, because like I actually did bring up the playlist I've been listening to on the side, and even with like some of the '90s music, and even just like with what you brought up with the vibes, like maybe that's why I'm like a lot more positive with the spring and everything. I feel like a lot of music I'm listening to is like upbeat and happy. Like I ain't listening to any diss tracks or anything I'm seeing or whatever or anything. Like it's all positive, bro. Like I'm gonna keep going with this.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. So let's pivot this one more time. Do you guys have any other music takes, or are we ready to?
No, we're good on the music. I'm good on the music.
Yeah, I'll say, like, as a side note, this has been smooth. I fucking love conversating with you fellas. This is like
same.
Yeah,
good.
Same.
This is good. This is really good.
All right, so what are you grateful for today? But you get a nice little monologue. Go on for like a minute. Get touchy if you need to get touchy. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Yeah, I mean, I'll go first.
I was like, I'm grateful for my fucking farm and these fucking bitches. Yes. Like,
honestly, I'm not even trying to be like. I mean, I am. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to be so simplistic, but I'm grateful for like life and life in general. I'm not trying to say like I've been searching for it, but just like I feel like I've seen a lot of like negativity on social media nowadays.
Everywhere,
and,
man.
like,
it's everywhere.
And whether it be like purposefully or accidental, like even or just accidents that happen. Like I just feel like there's so many things that can go wrong so quick, whether like financially, mentally, or just physically. That to be like in the situation that I am, to like, I don't know why it is. I've been seeing like a lot of videos popping up on like the Philippines and a lot of like those countries around there, and like I knew like you always know what poverty is, but seeing it now because we have technology nowadays with like YouTube, TikTok, Reels.
Nowhere can hide from us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
like we get to see the fucking really on TikTok. Firsthand. Like that's crazy.
But just like seeing like the guy that does have the iPhone can go around and show like how happy he is to just communicate with the world, but like showing what his life is, and it's like damn, like this dude's still smiling and happy while like the area he was in was just I didn't even know like that's how it was there, so it's just like man, we gotta take appreciation of the little things. Like,
because imagine that dude going on TikTok and seeing all the shit go, like all the good shit in America, and he's probably like, wow, what the fuck? That's all advanced and crazy.
And you know what it is though, and like they're so positive, and like so even when I think of something like, because this is actually why I thought about it. One of the comments like that he actually commented on, which why I saw it, is he never saw snow before. So like, the beginning of our intro was like, man, the winter, this, that, the other thing. I'm so sick of snow, and I'm sitting here thinking like, this guy's never even seen it, and something I take for granted every day. So like, I feel like all of that just kind of morphed into this whole like appreciation of like, yeah, I'm happy where I am. I'm happy with life, and like, you can't take it for granted. I know that was like genuine, a lot.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, man, and I don't mean to get personal again, Wolf, but like, I remember like a year ago, you were just kind of like, fuck life. Like, you've come a long way, and it's really nice to see you happy, brother.
I'll be honest, I think hitting 30 really did that. Like, I brought it up already in this video. No, see, like, you know what it is, too? Like, I've talked to you about some things I've, like, changed this year already. And, like, jokingly, like, I've obviously, people see me sip this. This is, like, the second time, I think, in, like, this entire year that I've even sipped, like, a beer, like, I've been more active, like the things I listen to, like I don't know, just a lot different this year.
How about you, Sax? What are you grateful for, bro? What are you grateful for, bro?
Listen, man, on one end it might relate to Wolfie's a little bit. I'm very thankful that I didn't crash out in this life yet. I mean, that's it's not first on my many lists. Like, obviously, I'm grateful for my fiance, everything that she does, everything she does for the house, everything that she does, for our kid, everything that she does in general, her existence, everything. Love that woman to death. Obviously, I'm grateful for, my kids. It's like, life is great when you have mini me's running around. That whole thing. So obviously, I'm grateful for that. Grateful for the house that I'm living in, grateful for the job that I have. But one of the big things I wanted to like hone in on this is like, I'm just so happy I didn't crash out, man. Because there's a lot of shit that goes on in life that really, like, you see it with people every day. Like, you'll know someone and then, like, they're a whole completely different person. They've crashed out and gone down a terrible path. I feel like that's happened to a lot of people in my life. Like, people have just gone one way and just completely the other way. And I'm just happy that I haven't crashed out because, like, one of the things that's led to is, like, stronger friendships that I have in my circle now. The people that are in my circle, I love to death, and it's a good bond to have. Don't mean to get, sentimental
with it, bro.
guys. Love you fellas.
Love you too, Shit.
It's just like, you see a lot of people these days, man, that just absolutely have lost their goddamn motherfucking mind, bro. And with all the pressures in the world, it's like, at one point, like, I look at them and I judge them, like, what the fuck are you doing with your life? But then on another end, if you consider everything that goes on in this life and all the pressures that come from so many different angles of everything, it's easy to go down that course of crashing out. And I'm just happy that I've been strong enough to be sitting here at 26 with my head still on straight. I'm above water. I say every day that you wake up and you're not in jail or you're not in a completely entirely fucked situation,
it's a W.
You have a chance.
It's a W.
Yeah, it's a W, and you have a chance. You have a hand to play. You have cards in your hand that you can play, and I'm just grateful for all that. I'm grateful of how could life have gone better for me? Like, obviously, people that are close to me know that some real crazy shit has happened in this little life of mine, but like, at the end of the day, like, shit could have gone completely different, and I'm overall, where Wolfie is, and I know I seem pretty grumpy because I started out bitching about the snow, and I started, like, just bitching about different things, and y'all know me, like, I bitch a lot sometimes, it's in my fucking nature.
Yes, that's fine.
But overall, like, I kind of agree with Wolf, like, I'm very appreciative, and I like where my life is as opposed to where it easily could be, and, like, and I know you guys want to talk, but just, like, another quick little thing, I was talking about it, with Dev came through the other day, and we got to catch up on a bunch of shit. But when it comes to that, I was explaining to him, like, my biological mom was a crackhead doing crack with me inside of her, and my biological dad was a fucking shit show. So the fact that I survived that alone, and I'm like a fully functioning human being, that's we're eating W's there. So
absolutely, brother.
I had to. Can you do that without moving your fingers? Like, can you do that manually? What the fuck? Bro, I can't, like, I have to literally move the fucking... My bad. So I was rambling there.
Nah, you good, man.
Dude, I don't know if you saw me, like, 10 minutes ago, maybe. Like, I knew, obviously, it's raining. I was not expecting thunder at all today. Like, we haven't had thunder in, like, a month or two. And I guess it's mad close, and it went off, and it sounded like a gunshot. I actually jumped in my chair because I did not know that
I seen you take them off and everything. I'm like, what's going on?
Yo, bro, I live in Albany, New York, so I have to, like, ignore outside noises because I never know if, like, someone's shooting a gun or someone's, like, hitting someone with a car. So I gotta ignore those noises for the better good of my
I know. Fuck.
No, my bad. I was hanging out with my son for a second. He's mad cool. Alright, so, yeah, where were we?
What we are grateful for. What are we grateful for?
Yes.
So, yeah.
You're up, King.
All right, so it's on me. So what am I grateful for? So if I had to tell you what I would be grateful for, fellas, it would be simply the lessons learned in loss. You know what I mean? I'm really grateful for the lessons that I learned in losing something or in loss in general, whether it's a lost relationship, lost finances, lost whatever. You know what I mean? It actually, I'm able to improve upon that relationship or that misstep or that misinvestment, you know what I mean, and become a better version of myself. Just listening to you talk about crashing out and everything, and kind of how it just culminated, listening to Wolfie talking about being just grateful, you know what I mean, from where he is from a year ago and how he looks at things, and you talking about like just being grateful for life in general, you know what I mean. I'm grateful because I have some years on you guys, and to even just listening to you talk in a lot of things,
You got
you
some
know,
centuries.
the great thing is nah man, on some real shit. The lesson that I learned in life, you know what I mean, the lesson that I learned in fucking loss, like, you know what I mean. I done been a millionaire a couple times, bro, in a couple of different ways. Like, do you understand? Well, not a millionaire, let's say a thousandaire, a couple of different times, you know what I'm saying, through variations of how I was able to generate these means of income. You understand what I'm saying? And every time that I had to start over or do something different in a pivot, I actually learned a lesson. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm very grateful, you understand what I'm saying, for those different things, even in ways that, like, I have two different children's mothers. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, I actually learned how to, you know what I mean, from one, how to be with another one. I was better. I wasn't, you know what I mean, I wasn't all the way perfect for that one either, but I was better. And then in my relationships, you know what I mean, what one may be able to say, the new person wouldn't say at all. You know what I mean? Because I improved upon my behavior and everything that I do. So I'm very grateful, bro, for the lessons learned and lost.
That was deep.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I used to be big on the lessons learned thing, like when it came to the answer to this question.
Nah,
I mean,
man,
I still
because
am, of
it's
course,
something that,
but
like,
like
I'm gonna tell you something. It's something that goes on
there's a lot of
forever.
lessons in failure, man,
Yeah,
and
like
and
it's
it's
something
Oh,
so
that
man,
goes
basic.
on for.
It's
It's
such
something
a
that goes on
every
forever.
day.
Yeah, it's something that
and
goes on
it's
forever.
such a basic sentence, but like it also kind of ties into like what I was saying about the whole crashing out thing. Like some people will take failure and just stay down. It's so simple and
Bro, I
so
had
cliche,
mad
but it's
versions of my
about how you
life.
get up.
You know what I mean? Like the version of me, and it's crazy because you guys are in iterations of me. You know what I mean? At 26, neither one of you would have fucked with me at all. At 30, nah, straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. At 30, you understand what I'm saying? I probably, you know what I mean? At 30, we would have fucked with each other, but it would have been like, well, I don't know about him. He might be a bit sketch. You understand what I'm saying? Like whatever, whatever. Or who does he think he is? You understand what I'm saying? It's a combination of both. You understand what I'm saying? And now, you
No,
know what I
you
Yeah.
mean?
you might be right because like I remember when I met you, man. Because yeah, we used to work at a place that I won't mention on the
Mhm.
pod. But I remember like I was just a boss for the first time. I was getting my new team, and then Kem's just sitting there, bright gray beard, bald as shit, just ready to go, ready to make some fucking money. And I was just like,
That's
hell yeah, this
perfect.
is this is great.
Yep, that is perfect. Perfect. Sign them up.
And like Kev was just so nice, and like he didn't have a fucking bad bone in his body. It was
It's
fucking great,
crazy,
man.
and that's how life changes us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it's a weird thing. Because talking about the crashing, like it's a weird, really weird thing. You know what I mean? Life is a
yeah,
thing that you literally learn by living. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what anybody tells you. I mean, you have a better chance if you're from a family that, you know what I mean, like, you know what I mean, like whatever,
I
and
wish.
everything is passed down, and you're
I know.
totally taught everything that has been going on for every generation, even like farming, like, which is a wonderful thing. You understand what I'm saying? Depending on how you get it, your pathway into it. You know what I mean? Like if it's you know what I mean, my family has owned this land, you know what I mean, for a
I
100 years or something like that. That's fucking amazing. There's no way I'm not going to farm. You know what I mean? Like
yep.
just in the history that's ingrained in my genealogy, I'm just not going to do anything but that. But when there are those absences in what there may be in that family dynamic and what you described about your own, you know what I mean, we all may have something like that that we've not shared yet, you know what I mean, where it the pathway may be a bit different, where you have life is a different story for you, you know what I mean, like you have to learn and may have to create out a pathway that has nothing to do with what your family created, or your family never created anything that you are creating on your pathway. You know what I mean? So it's a really awesome thing what life is for each individual. as far as I'm concerned. So that's why I love the lessons learned in it. Because, like I said, I had a bunch of different kind of friends, met a bunch of different kind of people, and it's like, shit, like if I had that life, well, I would have did this. But no, I wouldn't have,
Well, listen,
because
man.
you know what I mean. That's what they were born
I
to do.
completely agree.
You know what I mean?
Before Wolfie says what he's gonna say, all I gotta say is smooth seas never made a skilled sailor, gentlemen.
How long did you stay up writing that one?
That's
a great one. That's great.
That is a quote from Mike, the Situation Sorrentino.
I was gonna say, you get the fucking Master and Commanders. No, you know what is one thing, just a quick side note on the farming thing, which is why I never take it for granted, even if it's not the farm I'm on that I grew up on, which is, I always, and because I've read, like, Reddit posts about people that have never even, like, that grew up in a city, don't even know anything about farming, and it always blows my mind that, like, how much of a second nature it is, because I will admit, if you're someone that didn't grow up with it, I don't even know how you would get started in it. Especially if you're someone that's in an urban area, or not in an urban area. Like, how would you even, like, go about that? Like, I wouldn't even know. So, like, that's why when you see people that, like, maybe, like, dude, if you grew up in a city, how would you know how to start a lawnmower? And I'm not even talking about driving a tractor. I'm just talking about starting a lawnmower. Like, you would have no idea. So, like, so many things, like, I don't want to say I take for granted, because now I realize, like, how lucky I am to be around that growing up. But, like, even my brother, because, like, my brother, like, while he did grow up on the farm, I was more farm-oriented than him. And it's just, like, but, like, when there's things he doesn't know, I gotta, like, step back and be like, how would they know? And it's, like, that's one thing I will admit about farming. It's a very niche thing where if, like, you're not around it, you really wouldn't know how things go around. It's crazy.
Bro, I mean, the only reason I know any fucking thing about farming is because of you, man. And I live in upstate New York, so there's a lot of farms around me, but, like, I don't know, I never knew anything about, like, how it actually would go. And I know there was probably times where, like, Wolfie would get, like, mad at me for, like, all my assumptions about fucking farming.
No. Dude, because even when I started at my farm, I knew a lot, and there's still, like, we always say it every day, and it actually, this is perfect. It goes right back with what you just said. Dude, you talk about lessons every day, it's the same thing with our job. Like, every single day you learn something new. And it's just, whether it be a life lesson, a farm lesson, or anything. It's just, like, that's, I guess, why I kind of like my job, because it's the same thing as life. Like, you learn something new every day. So, I just had to throw that in there.
Fire.
So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a midget draft. So, basically, we're going to be drafting people that are either known as short, and then this is the rules that I'm going to lay out there, because I know, we wanted a little, ground, like a set of rules to follow here. So it's going to be people that are either known as short or actual, like, characters that are 4 feet or below. Is that fair?
Wait, what'd you say? I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
So it's either going to be people that are known as short or people that are actually, like, 4 foot or below.
Okay. Alright.
So I think it's fair. Who wants to go first and who wants to go last? So if you go last, you get 2 picks in a row. If you go first, you get 2 picks in a row eventually. But I don't mind going second.
I mean, Kevin, it's up to you.
Oh, Wolfie. So Wolfie first, me second, Kem third.
Yeah, I'll go first.
All right, bet.
All right. For my first pick, I was going to save this one, and I know he's going to be taken, but I got to go with... oh, man, I really like both of these. I'm going to go with Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito is my first pick.
Great. That's a great...
Yeah.
He was like... I was scouting him as, like, second, third round. Damn.
I know. I was going to take him second, but I have a feeling someone was going to maybe sneak him, so I had to take him first.
Damn, man.
I love
Danny DeVito as the number 1 pick in anything is fucking wild.
Yeah. Nothing else would he be picked first for.
I never thought on this podcast that Danny DeVito would be a number 1 pick. Listen, man, I gotta go with my favorite wrestler growing up. I think y'all know the path that I'm heading down. I know he's not 4 feet tall. He's actually, like, probably a average size human being. But listen, I gotta go with Rey Mysterio, man.
That's
How
funny.
how tall is he?
I think he's like 5'4".
Wow, I didn't realize he was so short.
Yeah, he's
I'm saying this like
he's a
I'm
short
5'8",
fella,
I'm short.
and I think
Okay.
everybody knows him as like the short guy, flying around the ring. You know, I gotta go with that. All right, Cam, you got 2 picks in a row here. You got to beat Danny DeVito and Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, I'm going with true short people. Okay. So for my number one pick in the midget draft, I am selecting Mr. Peter Dinklage, Game of Thrones.
Damn it! That was gonna be my dude if it wasn't Danny DeVito. That was such a great pick. That is such a good pick.
And for my second pick, I'm going with a true famous midget, Mr. Vern Troyer, or the Mini Me.
All right.
Alright. That is like
Alright,
perfect
I'm
first
up.
2
Damn.
picks.
I was prepared to take Danny DeVito second, so I'm trying to think of.
I have such a good one for second, but I hope Sax doesn't take him.
Oh man, this is actually hard. This is way harder than I thought here. Yeah, that's fine.
You better not take my dude here. Remember, it has to be under like 5'5" because it does get hard.
Oh, I got this.
I know you're gonna take him already, so
Yeah,
so
yeah. I'm
pissed.
surprised I didn't think about this earlier, but I don't think it's the person that you're thinking of. Oh yeah, I got the rest of my draft lined up.
Take it.
All right. So for my second pick, listen, Kem, those were some good picks, but I'm going with Yoda.
Oh, damn. That's a
Listen,
good one.
short king, very short, very small, gets the job done. I got Yoda. I got Rey Mysterio and Yoda. I think I'm winning a fight at least.
Alright.
All right. Well, if you got 2 picks in a row.
God damn, that's really good. 2 in a row. Mm. Alright. Let me see quick.
Kyler Murray.
Alright, so one of them is going to be Tony Cox. Which, right off the bat, if you don't remember him, he's the dude that was the midget in Bad Santa. He's, like, really famous, too. I really like him. He's great. My next short guy, which a lot of people might not think of a short guy, but he is 5'4", and he is short in a lot of the roles he is, which is Joe Pesci.
Yep.
Joe Pesci is a short actor.
Very short.
So I'm going to take both of them.
All right. I'm up here, so I'm gonna go Stewie.
Damn. Is that a short person or is that a baby? I don't know.
Yeah, man, you gotta switch that pick. Even though he speaks like a grown man and has great
Bro,
sense.
he's little as fuck. It's Stewie. Stewie's the pick. Y'all gotta step up your drafting game. Let's go, Cam. You got 2 in a row.
Oh shit, I got one.
I'm protesting. I'm going Tony Cox.
I already took him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Damn,
Yeah.
man. I should have took the black midget first, man. I should have took the black midget first, man. Oh, shit. My fault, Wolf. I didn't hear you say Tony. My bad, man.
No.
So hold on. Give me a sec. Damn, those was my top 3. All right. Damn, how tall is he though? I gotta make sure.
I actually have some funny picks and we're getting really wild now.
Damn, bro. So we said, what's the limit? 5 foot?
5'5".
5'5". Okay.
So 5'5" or below, or does it have to be 5'4" or below?
I mean, I guess they could be 5'5". I was going 5'4", basically down.
Bet. Got my next pick, Kim. You better come with some heat.
Damn, there's a lot of guys I should have took earlier if we were going this obscure, but that's alright. We can keep going, I guess.
That's what you gotta do, man. This is a different conversation, gentlemen.
Well,
did you guys fucking forget?
I thought the script was originally celebrities. That's why I thought that.
No, just short motherfuckers.
All right, so who I'm gonna go with next? Then?
Draft your fucking dog if you want to draft your dog.
I'm gonna go.
Damn, I got some. I got like a book.
All right, so here's one I got for you guys. And now I don't know how politically correct this one is gonna be. She's a female. She took the world by storm last year. She actually had a husband go bananas over her. All right, but she happens to be really, really short. Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh, yep. That was my second one on the list for that too. Yeah.
Jada Pinkett Smith.
She's 5'11".
No, she isn't, is she?
Yeah, I think she's 5'11". I saw.
Hold on, no, man. No.
I mean, on that one thing I saw, she was 5'11".
Oh shit! Damn.
4'11". She's 4'11".
4'11".
Oh, I'm sorry. That's what I meant. I'm sorry. Did I say 5? I meant 5.
Damn, bro.
Right.
She wasn't even.
I'm like, no, she's short. She's 5'11". No, 4'11" is what I meant. Yeah.
All right, and for my second one, I am going to go with. Damn, fellas.
My son is just out there. Dad. He's losing his mind.
Yeah, I hear the dog going crazy too. Oh yeah, I hear that.
Little Kim.
That works.
Alright, listen, man. I gotta take the low-hanging fruit here. He's 5'5". I'm going with Gandhi. Gandhi.
This dude. Alright, you might be winning with just Gandhi alone.
I'm cooking. What are your last two picks, Wolf?
Alright, my last two is going to be Gimli.
Hopefully you guys are more prepared for the next draft. I don't leave.
There is no way. We'll see what the people say. There is no way. My first two picks alone are amazing. That just kills it.
I don't know. Not better than Rey Mysterio and Yoda, my friend.
Rey Mysterio, man. Come on, man.
Is this like a fight?
Come on, bro.
Hey, if it's a fight, I won.
Yes, for sure.
I'll take Gimli from Lord of the Rings
Lovely
as
pick.
one of them.
Good job.
And then I was going to double up and go Frodo, but I'm going to stay away from that. My next one, though, will be Ant-Man. I think that counts for the short drafts.
Okay.
He can't go big, though. He can't go big.
That's all right. He can go small.
All right, so listen, guys. I'm going Puss in Boots.
Okay.
I knew you were going to do that. I saw that on the list.
And I got two this time now, right?
No, you got one more.
This is my last one. All right, so I get to make an honorable mention, though, too, right?
Yeah, it won't count for anything, but yeah, go ahead.
What you mean it won't count for anything?
It's a draft. We pick 5 people. If you have an honorable mention, that's great.
Okay, all right. I'm going Bushwick Bill of the Ghetto Boys. All right. Research them. Do your research on one. And then for the honorable mention, I'm going to go with... Damn, I got 2 of them, man. I'm going to be honest. So I'm going to go with Harvey.
Tommy Pickles?
Nope, Village Chase. The plane from Fantasy Island. Look that up. And I'm going to go with Arnold from Different Strokes. There we go. Have a good night, guys.
You thought you won?
Yeah, I think that's a slam dunk. I'm trying to tell you.
Listen, man, I don't know. I got Rey Mysterio, Yoda, Stewie, Gandhi, and Puss in Boots. I don't know, man. I think it's over.
Gandhi's good. I got a picture next to his statue in Hawaii. Love him.
Yeah, Ken voted for me.
Actually, Ken did. Because technically,
you see my list, bro.
I was gonna say because Arnold is Gary Coleman.
Yes.
Like what the fuck?
Yes.
How are you gonna lose to? I feel like Gary Coleman, just the Gary Coleman grill alone.
Yes, come on, bro.
So then what's the criteria? Is this a fucking fight or is this like a?
I mean, I'll be honest. This is probably one of the more
who's
even
who?
drafts I've seen.
These are actual cool midgets. And short people.
Yeah, you're saying
fire.
Rey Mysterio isn't a cool midget?
Yeah, he's a dope midget, but I don't know if he's cooler than Gary Coleman.
I'll be honest. You can make the argument Gary Coleman is probably one of the famous names.
Yes.
On this list. Like him, Yoda. Do I even have one that's like super famous? Oh, I mean Danny DeVito.
Mm-hmm.
We all have one guy that's
That
like
is super. Yes.
I feel like our draft got better as we went
DeVito
down.
Number one is insane.
Dude, Gary Coleman, the last pick is insane. That should have been like top 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was kind
I
of
thought
tripping.
Yoda was gonna be number one.
That's actually crazy. I didn't think about that. All right, now I'll let you go first on that.
What, are you trying to say I'm fucking fat?
No, because I went first on fucking everything.
We're about to start talking about top 5 foods of all time. You're just like, yeah, I'll let you start, fat ass.
Oh, no, my bad, brother.
Oh, man. All right,
It's
so
still
top
snowing
5
outside?
foods of all time. I think I'm going to go with chicken first. Listen, chicken tenders, chicken cutlets, fried chicken, chicken patties, chicken nuggets. Give me some fucking chicken, number 1. Number 2, I'm going with baked mac and cheese. Baked mac and cheese has never been a wrong dish to have at any event, so I'm going with baked mac and cheese. Number 3, I'm going with pasta. If I have to have a specific pasta, Big Ziti takes the cake.
Dude, your fucking list is literally almost identical to mine. There's only one
Really?
difference
I love it,
so far.
Wolf. Because
That's
food
so
is so
weird.
amazing, man. Number 4, number 5. Number 4, I'm gonna go with the good old steak sandwich. Like a Philly cheesesteak. I love Philly cheesesteaks, man. They make the world go round. And then number 5, I gotta go with something healthy. I'm gonna go with a salad. I think salad is the good, basic, healthy thing. Should be on everyone's top 5s. And I'll throw some crispy chicken in that salad too. Fuck it. Kem, you're up.
Well, for me, man, my top 5 foods, the number 1 is going to be tacos. For me, I like chicken, fish, steak, chicken and fish, chicken and steak, fish by itself. You know what I mean? I love a really good taco. That's one of my favorite. That's my top 1 favorite. Top 2 is going to be bacon, man. You can put bacon on any goddamn thing. You know what I mean? That is my second favorite food. Okay, I've even taken it as far as having bacon cinnamon rolls one time. Fucking amazing if you get the right hickory smoked bacon.
Have you tried bacon ice cream?
Of course. My top
Ew.
2 food. Yes, sir. Number 3 is going to be steak.
I love bacon ice cream.
Bacon ice cream is crazy when you get the maple sugar. Excuse me, but anyway, I digress. My third one is going to be steak. All right. Now listen, it doesn't really matter. Well, it does matter when we're talking about steak. But what I meant to say was here, we like ours. We tend to have ours done medium. I don't take anything other than that. All right.
too.
All right. My fourth food is going to be chicken. All right. Now we can take chicken. All right. We can do Cornish hens, however you want it. Those are my favorite when we get into that. All right.
Chicken, motherfucker.
Yeah. Now, my fourth favorite food, as tacos do include the lettuce, cilantro, all that kind of stuff. I'm not going with anything healthy here, even though I'm a healthy guy, right? My fourth thing is going to be French fries. Love me some good old hot, seasoned or salted fries. Let's
I
go.
love your guys' list.
There we go.
Always.
Oh my
I
gosh.
always have to have my dishes at a restaurant with some fucking fries.
Yeah, with some good old fries. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
If I get pasta
Love
at a
it.
restaurant, I'm getting a side of fries.
That's crazy.
I love it.
All right, Wolf.
So you know what's crazy is that like a lot of you guys took like a one of every one of my things. So number one is chicken for me. I feel like I literally eat chicken almost every day. Like chicken is definitely number one. Number two is vegetables, but I'm gonna throw more specifically out here. I'm gonna just go potatoes, but vegetables, but potatoes are in there.
Driving that potato truck got to your head. It's like,
Yeah, man. Because you can have baked potatoes, fries, chips. I mean, mashed potatoes. You know, hash browns, everything. So number 3 was actually same thing. Sex was pasta. I'm a huge pasta fan. Penne alla vodka, all that stuff.
Bro, bro,
I
can
eat that right now.
I can just eat pasta for the rest of my fucking life and I'll be happy,
Yep.
bro.
And number 4 is steak. Dude, you hit it on the nail on the head. Steak. I went beef actually too specifically because then you could do steak burgers, all that. But any beef, steak, all that. Number 5 actually, which is a little crazy, and the reason why I like number 5 is because I actually make a lot of it. I actually am a big soup guy. I love soup. I love soup. Make my own soup, chicken soup, clam chowder, all that. I just want to give a quick honorable mention. Bacon was that one of them. Eggs was another honorable mention. And I guess it's funny, kind of all breakfast stuff, but cereal's another honorable mention too. So, but that's
I'm
definitely my
taking
top
salad
5.
out my list, man. I'm putting pizza in that bitch, man.
Pizza was almost on my list too. Like
I had none of y'all said pizza, so I gotta throw pizza in there, man. There's nothing. There's almost nothing better than a nice little fresh hot slice of fucking cheese pizza.
My top honorable mention is gonna be ramen, bro. I gotta.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anybody that knows me, yeah, that's it too. I gotta have
making
ramen.
me hungry.
Kind of on the
No,
daily.
me
You said
too.
soup is kind of crazy, bro. That's dope. I eat a ramen damn near.
I'm gonna
every day.
actually
eat ramen every day.
I was gonna say I'm gonna put ramen in my soup thing too because I'm basically the same thing.
Hell
too.
yeah.
Hell yeah. Mm-hmm.
You guys got any closing takes? Any closing things you guys want to say before we get on out of here?
Such a good episode. That's all I'll say.
Man, yeah, man, it was fun, man. Wolf, it was great to kind of get with you, man. I look forward to many more, bro. You know what I mean? Great conversation. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe and ask for more of these. Give us some questions. Give us some topics that y'all want us to talk about. We'll address them for us. You see, Tom is the funny guy. I'm the serious old guy. And we got Wolfman that is all faceted.
The fucking
Come
farmer.
on, man. Come get with us. You know what I mean?
Come from all directions.
Man. Yes.
Yo,
man,
listen, Kem took the words out of my mouth. I don't gotta give you guys a drawn conclusion. Just do what he said, man. Get on the train. We got a lot of ideas coming. Guess what? Baseball season is fucking here, so Wolfie and I are gonna be hitting that shit hard. Basketball is coming into its final stages, so Kem and I are gonna be hitting that hard. We might have some special returns to the podcast. I got some stuff in the works. I also want to open up this video game series again. I have this serious need to play Red Dead Redemption, but I kind of want to do it while recording my reaction to playing. And we got so much other stuff planned. We got a lot of ideas. We got some Hall of Fame ideas. We got a lot out there. So just make sure you guys get on the train. It was a blast, gentlemen. It was actually like a really fun time. I was worried about how this might mix, how this might not mix, but overall, man, I am happy and satisfied. And you guys all watch and have a good day, night, whatever the fuck time it is where you are. We're gonna go watch the Daytona 500.
Peace.